comic is, but you guys should be ready because like half the room is here to see him. The other half is here to see the other guy. So, are you guys ready for my buddy, Corey? Bring it up, team. Bring it up. Thank you.
All right. Hi. Those of you who don't know me, this is my first time on stage. A lot of my friends and family are in the room. They've come to see me fail. My wife told me before the show, don't worry, honey, you're going to be great. I'm so proud of you. But if you bomb, I don't know you. So in my day job, I'm a physiotherapist. People get very excited when I introduce myself and tell them I'm a physio. They're always like, oh, really? You're a physio? I've got this shoulder pain. Can you take a look at it? I was like, no. It's Saturday night. So I got really tired of people asking me all these questions, so I started telling them I do something boring. They ask me what I do, I tell them I'm an accountant. But that backfired. They were like, oh, really? Can I ask you about my taxes? And I was like, no. Through trial and error, I found it, the one that stops the questions. They ask me what I do, I tell them I'm a telemarketer. Then they're like, oh, really? And at that point, they're so desperate to get away from you, they'll say anything. I had a woman tell me one time, she's like, listen, I think I might have herpes, I don't think we should talk. And I was like, you are right. So I like being outdoors, I like being in the woods. Imagine being a tree and hating the tree next to you. That would suck. Stuck next to the same tree for hundreds of years, screaming at each other, hey Sanchez, I hate you. Hey man, leave me alone. Lame. All your tree buddies know there's bad chlorophyll between you. Like, Bob, why do you hate Sanchez so much? Well, look at him. He's such a shady character. Gets better. You're like, hey, Sanchez, I hate you so much. I hope you get cut down and turned into a piece of IKEA furniture. IKEA is an amazing place. You know, IKEA is a Swedish term for build this crap yourself. It's true. It's amazing to me how everything in the entire IKEA warehouse can be assembled with the same one tool. Like if you go to a bar in Sweden and you want to order an orange juice and vodka, can you order a screwdriver or do you have to order an Allen key? And do you know they have assembly services at IKEA? They have people who come and build the crap for you. It's true. I wonder if they get the same win, lose, or draw confusing pictograms we get. IKEA is alright, but I love Costco. Costco is my favorite store in the world. Costco members? Where else in the world can you go get your groceries, have dinner, see a movie, and ride a donkey? Nowhere. Maybe Barry's house, but that's it. First time I went to Costco, I walked in, there was a container of paint. It was about that high, about that wide, and I was like, wow, $9 for that much paint, that's a good deal. So I went to go pick it up, and I was like, mayonnaise? What the heck? Who eats this much mayonnaise? And, ladies and gentlemen, there are certain things that should not be sold in bulk. Mayonnaise, top of the list. Number 2 on the list, butter. You get butter, Costco, they have a whole butter wall. You walk in, but then again, very deceiving. There's no butter. They have butter products. I can't believe it's not butter. I hope this is butter. This might be butter, but no butter. They have an amazing variety at Costco. Do you know they sell coffins in 4-packs? It's true. They're next to the socks, right before the strawberries. And I like the fact that they have such a variety because you can play tricks on the cashiers. I like bringing 4 coffins, 2 shovels, getting close. Can you make this quick? I'm in a rush. So, yeah, it's the fall season. That means all your favorite TV shows are back. Also means some of your favorite TV shows aren't back. One of my shows not coming back this year, 24. Those of you who haven't seen 24, it's a show about terrorists. They attack the United States. A counter-terrorist unit counters terror. The only thing about the show is I find that the terrorist attacks, they're just a little too realistic and like too possible. I feel like we're just giving ideas to the terrorists, you know what I mean? They're flipping at home, oh, we should try this. Hey. You know, I'm convinced in these terrorist countries, they don't show 24 for entertainment purposes. It's shown for educational purposes. And who writes it anyways? It's like retired terrorists, like, yeah, one time I wanted to try this, but we didn't have enough guys. I like that one too. So, I did become a physio. I'm amazed by how the human body works. It's just such an amazing machine to me. There are, however, a few design flaws. Like, number 1, why does food go in smelling so good, come out smelling so bad? Am I right? And the better it smells going in, the worse it smells going out. And we all have that one food we know we shouldn't eat, cheese, right? Some of you garlic. My wife, give her some apricots. 15 minutes later, she could kill a small village. That's right. I do have another thing about the human body. Why do I have hair everywhere except for my head? Why? But I do like being a physio. You get to meet a lot of interesting people. I had this one guy come to see me for back pain once. And I asked him a typical question in the examination, does your pain change when you cough or sneeze? He heard when you cough or pee. And he was like, well, it doesn't hurt when I cough, but it really burns when I pee. And I was like, you don't need physio, you need Vagisil. And guys in the room, can we all agree the STD swab test, worst test in the world? Yeah. Swab, such a deceiving word. Sounds so nice and gentle. Swab, right? They should call it the serrated swizzle stick test. That's a more accurate description of what to expect. But then it gets even worse. They tell you, we'll call you if there's anything. They don't say, we'll call you if there's nothing. We'll call you if there's anything. So now every time the phone rings, you become a paranoid schizophrenic. The only other time in life a sane human being turns into a paranoid schizophrenic is when you're driving in the car and a cop pulls up behind you. You're like, oh my god, he's following me. Speaking of paranoid schizophrenics, that's one job I think I should never have. Hospital administrator at a psychiatric institution. I could just see it. The guys would walk in, sir, we're running out of beds and rooms. We're like, all right, we'll just have to pair people up. Grab the paranoid schizophrenic, put him with the guy who has a staring problem. Wouldn't hold that job for very long. Anyways, so now every time the phone rings, and it's an unnamed number, unknown name, you get very nervous. Phone rings, Mr. Smith, hello? You're like, hi. Sir, I'm calling today to find out who provides you with your long distance. You're like, I think I might have herpes. I don't think we should talk right now. That's all I got. Thanks for coming.